What could make a nice fall day here in Vancouver even better? Well, how about the rise of the local soccer club? Whitecaps FC getting set for a tilt with Chivas USA here at BC Place.
Rennie will go with the same team that finished that game against Seattle. We highlight Andy O'Brien, who had a very steady match in his first full game alongside center back partner Jay DeMerit.
Makeshift MASH lineup.
It is another change lineup for Robin Fraser, a team that hasn't won in 10, 6 straight losses. You see Peter Vianis, the former Whitecap who played here last year with Shalry Joseph, the 09 MVP finalist for the entire league, playing in a center back position here tonight.
And we are underway at BC Place. Whitecaps in the all-white jerseys, the GOATs as they are affectionately called. Chivas USA in their traditional red and white stripe attire. Miller now down on the right-hand side. Miller looking for some help. Tries to cut it back to Camilo, lays it to Kofi! What a brilliant strike by Gershon Kofi! And that's the start that the Caps wanted, needed, and now have!
Well left there for Miller, and he combines nicely with Camilo, who plays it into space here, and Miller waits for the advancing Kofi, who joins the attack at the edge of the area and slots this home wonderfully with a left foot, curling away from Dan Kennedy in the Chivas goal, and the Whitecaps, with that killer instinct in the early goal, have the lead they wanted.
Gershon Kofi, a clinical finish. What a left-footed strike. Ontario. Camilo up to win it. Valencia, though, nods it back, and Robson, strong challenge. Dane Richards turns his man. Dane Richards, a big save, though, off that shot from Richards by Dan Kennedy. And not only is he fast running up the park, but Dane Richards very quick on the turn.
It was a good effort, too, from Richards here, as he ends up getting the best of Valencia. Robson does well to challenge there with Joseph. And then the curling ball, Dan Kennedy gets down and veers it just wide of the post.
Barry Robson up to take this corner. Robson sends it in, back post. Kennedy punches it away, but Camilo quickly picks it back. DeMerit headed off the line by Agudelo. Jay DeMerit scored in Chivas earlier this year to give the Caps their first road victory, and he almost gets another one there as he nods it towards goal one more time. Dan Kennedy grabs it.
Well, the balls in from Robson are so good. They're struck in with pace and curling. Kennedy really struggles with it. Can only parry it away, and a good snap header there from DeMerit is cleared by the youngster Agudelo, who'd come back as all the Chivas players trying to defend this corner kick. And it's well off the line from the youngster.
Bounce back up. Zemanski. Hooked clear by Alain Rocha, and Dane Richards does very well winning that back. Camilo back to Richards. Richards is onside. Dane Richards cuts inside. He's shot. And just like that, put 2 on the board. Dane Richards, a force post beauty.
And what a change he's made to this game already with his pace up front. Very similar to the goal we saw earlier in the year when he broke down that right side and powered it home. Beautiful 1-2 there. Camilo, nicely weighted ball into the path of Richards, who evades Valencia and hammers it just inside the far post. And the speed just outclassing this little Colombian there. Valencia still had a lot to do, though, with the ball bouncing in front of him. And Richards wraps his foot round it and powers it past Kennedy to give them that 2-0 lead.
Robson, Dane Richards, Camilo, and Matt Watson in the middle. Camilo! There it is! Finally, a goal for the wee Brazilian. He makes no mistake, and it's 3-0 for the home side.
And it looks like Camilo doing Gangnam Style in the celebration. Beautiful build-up from the Whitecaps, who do all the right things on this play. The initial ball forward had a couple of players, Camilo and Richards, breaking quickly against the Chivas defense, but very patiently they held it up, played the ball around. Harvey here, Rashad involved, looking for that open hole. It comes to Robson, and there's the break through the middle for Richards, who turns and is able to find the ball across the face of goal. Camilo smacks it in, and the Whitecaps with that insurmountable, you'd think, 3-0 lead.
And what a relief for Camilo. A central figure here in the first half, helping set up a couple, and now he buries one himself. But look at the job by YP Lee to get possession back for Vancouver. Camilo with lots of room to turn and run. Camilo will take it himself. Barry Robson making a run at the back post. Camilo cuts towards goal. Barry Robson there. Sends it across. Barry Robson brings it down. Barry Robson buries it. And for the first time this season, the Caps have put 4 on the board.
And once again, Camilo fully involved. The Whitecaps, who haven't sent many players forward from the back tonight, use YP Lee's ball out of the back forward. And Camilo, again, does great to hold the ball up and wait for that support. It's Barry Robson who gets it at the far post. Camilo turning on the back four there, nowhere near. Shari Joseph watches as Camilo sprints by, and then rather than rush it, chips it nicely to Barry Robson at the back post, who lets it drop and half volleys it into the side netting. 4-0, Whitecaps up and fully deserved.
And Robin Fraser has seen enough with his back four in shambles.
For that big game at home against Portland.
In some ways, maybe, with the way things have gone for the Caps, as the final whistle blows and they get their first win in oh so long.